Principles of Resource Economics, Section 2, Part D, Scarce, Fallow, Found, Renewable and Non-Renewable Resources. In this video, we define scarcity, classify natural resources, define fallow resource and its classifications, talk about found resource and renewable and non-renewable resources. General meaning of resource scarcity. A resource is scarce if the available supply of the resource contains the quantity of the resource consumed such that a positive price for the resource emerges. Price can be implicit or explicit. If supply is unlimited relative to demand, the resource would be free, implying that it is not scarce from an economic perspective. Thus, price is an important indicator of scarcity. No scarcity, for example, supply unlimited relative to demand, implies a zero market price. But a zero market price does not necessarily imply no scarcity. For example, some scarce resources have no market price because there are no functioning market in which to trade them. Classification of natural resources. Fallow resource. Resource which for a given time period exists as a continuous stream with a given quantity and quality dimensions, such as sunlight, wind, tides, and rainfall. It could be non-storable, fallow resource which cannot be captured and stored for the future use, given present technology. Example would be sunlight and wind. Another form is storable, fallow resource which can be captured and stored for future use, given current technology. Example would be rainfall, tides. Here we have an example that we can store tide and use power. In this way, we store the water on one side through the morning, and in the evening, when the water is coming back, we generate the power again. Another form of natural resource is found resource. Resource which for a given time period exists as a fixed stock with given quantity and quality dimensions. It is exhaustible and non-renewable. Found resource characterized by a depletable supply that cannot be renewed. An example would be fossil fuels, minerals such as gold, silver, and copper. Found resource can also be exhaustible but renewable. Found resource characterized by the depletable supply that can be renewed. Example would be forest, fish, and wildlife populations. In next video, we will talk about fallow resource supply.